Okay, so now we're going to make a 12 color wheel. So I'm going to start by kind of setting up my color wheel. I'm going to make kind of a triangle shape, and this will be where my 3 primary colors go. So I'm going to do my 3 primary colors. I'm going to do another triangle shape. And you do not need to draw the triangles if you don't want to. They just kind of help me with the placement of where my colors should go. So these will be my secondary colors. And then I need those tertiary colors in between. All right, so I'm going to use my watercolor paints. If you don't have watercolor paints at home, you could use this with crayon or color pencil. We are going to be doing some color mixing for those tertiary colors. And it is up to you if you want to mix your secondary colors. So I am going to start with red at the top. And I'm going to do my primary colors first. So there's my red. I'm going to clean my brush. I'm going to do my yellow. Clean my brush. And I'm going to do my orange, or blue, sorry, my blue. And then clean my brush. I'm always checking to make sure my brush is clean before I move on. And if you're using watercolors, also please make sure that they are nice and wet before you start painting with them. So I just get my paintbrush wet, get a little water in there so they're kind of juicy. So now I'm going to go to my orange. Now hopefully you remember that your secondary colors go in the middle of your 2 primary colors that make them. So my orange is going to go between red and yellow. My green is going to go between my yellow and my blue. And then my purple or violet is going to go in between my red and blue. All right, so now we're going to mix those tertiary colors. Do not forget that we want to start with our lighter color. So I'm going to start with my orange here. Oh, the lights shut off. Okay, so I've got my orange. I'm going to get a little dab of red. And, oops, I'm going to mix that in there. And I made that little mistake, but my paper is still wet. So I'm just going to dab that little red up with my paper towel. And then get a little bit more orange and paint over top of that. All right, so now I'm going to make my yellow orange. So I'm going to start with my yellow. And then just get a tiny little bit of orange in there and mix it in. It is easier to make your color darker than it is lighter. I'm going to move down to my yellow green. So I'm going to start with my yellow. Add just a little dab of green. I'm going to do my blue green. I'm going to start with green. I probably could have started with blue. Rinse some of that blue off my brush. I think I had too much blue on there. Maybe I didn't. All right, then I'm going to move to the blue violet. I'm going to start with blue. Get a little dab of purple. I'm going to start with my red. And get another little dab of purple. Now the basic names for these are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, and red, violet. If you watch the Advanced Color song by Scratch Garden, you know that there are some other names for them. If you would like to rename your tertiary colors, feel free to label your color wheel with those names. And I hope you have fun creating a 12 color color wheel.